Welcome to episode 66 of our Family Travel Australia series. This week we share some awesome caravan hacks to help make living in a van full-time feel more like home. And Christmas preparations are in full swing, including easy to make DIY salt dough decorations. Jasper and I whip up some delicious gingerbread on the Weber, and we make a start decorating the van ready for the big day. Plus, Paul celebrates the halfway mark of his 30-day cleanse. Be sure to subscribe and join us for all of the adventure. It's beginning to feel a lot like
Christmas!
1st of December, starting to feel like Christmas. It's summertime. Is Christmas your favourite time of the year?
Yes!
Yes. We're going to do something really fun today. What are we going to make?
Salt dough!
Salt dough decorations and also gift tags. This is such a super easy and fun activity, and what's best is that you can get the kids involved. What are our ingredients?
We've got flour, salt, water, and essential oil.
Some essential oils to make them smell beautiful when they're hanging on the trees.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, bye!
The first thing we're going to do is add in 2 cups of flour.
Yes.
All right. And we're going to add in 1 cup of salt. Now, let's give this a really slow and gentle mix. We might have needed a bigger bowl.
It's looking yummier than I thought.
Now these aren't for eating, right? You know that? They're just for hanging on the tree. Okay, now we slowly need to add our water. So we need a cup of water. And I've made this water just a little bit warm to help the mixing process. Now Jasper, we're going to really slowly start to pour this in, a little bit at a time. I'm starting to get icky sticky.
Yep.
Okay, we might need to get our hands in there to finish off this process. So what you want to do, Jasper? We're basically just turning this into a dough.
It's really good on my hands.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got a dough starting to form, so we're going to transfer our bowl over here and use Santa. And we're just going to work this dough into a really smooth. Do you want to have a go at this? It's really therapeutic.
Yeah. Lucky that Santa is a placemat.
Yeah. Smells like Christmas in a bottle, doesn't it? So good. I'm going to drop that straight into our dough, and I'm just going to fold that all in. I don't really know how many drops. It's just going to be by smell. Oh, smell. Good. Good. Now, a little trick I read about is to put it in between the 2 pieces of baking paper and roll it that way. So let's give that a go. I'm guessing it means it'll keep your rolling pin nice and clean. Now, what we're hoping to get is a thickness about 1 centimetre thick. Anything thicker and the salt dough has a tendency to crack when it's drying, but you also don't want to go too thin. So, look, we'll see how we go, hey? What we might do is cut some shapes and then re-roll.
Yeah. So like to cut some shapes, hey?
Now we're just going to cut some shapes out, and we are going to use these mostly as gift tags, I think, for some presents for family.
Yeah.
So, what size would you like?
This one.
The big one. Now, something that we are going to try is to stamp them And you can decorate these however you want. You can add glitter to the dough, you can paint them or color them. We're going to actually use some stamps and some ink pads to see if we can put some nice little designs on them. And the other thing we are going to do is pop a little hole in the top so that we can thread some ribbon through so that they can be hung or used on a gift. A really good little hack is to use a straw. Now there's a few different ways that you can dry these. You can just leave them out to air dry. They will take a couple of days to completely dry doing it that way. You can pop them on a really low heat in the oven. We're going to give it a go on the Weber later. We've got some gingerbread bickies to make later. So we'll fire up the Weber and we'll put these guys in on a really, really low heat just for a little bit and see if we can speed up that drying process. All right, did you have fun?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, well, I think we're done. So we'll pop them in the Weber?
Yep.
I think they're going to turn out awesome.
A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed to slide. We got into a drifted bank, and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Give yourselves all a big clap, boys and girls.
All right, turning a caravan into your home. Jasper and I, when we were last in Rockhampton, picked up a couple of things to really make this environment feel much more homely. We just hadn't had a chance to do that since we got the new van. So I want to share a couple of those things with you today. Linen. We got some new linen. Let me know what you think. I love linen, and I love how it can change the atmosphere as well and really create a different feeling or a different mood. So I went for something with those beautiful blues in it, summertime, and I also thought that that would go really nicely with the white and the darker grey in the Caravan.
That's a lot of pillows, isn't it?
What's wrong with the pillows, man? True, it is a lot of pillows, and I will be the one constantly moving them back and forth, so I'll probably get sick of it at some point. But doesn't it look pretty, don't you think? Yeah. I wanted to get away from the white as well. We had a beautiful white doona cover on here, and it just wasn't practical. It was constantly getting dirty with little dirty feet jumping up on it. We use this space for more than just a bed. It becomes storage and a play space as well, so it needs to be something that can hold up to that. So love the linen. While we're talking about linen, actually, I want to give you a really good tip that we do for the main bed. So we are using our sheets that we had when we were living in our unit, so proper queen sheets on the bed. Because the mattress on the Caravan bed is rounded, it can mean that you often have a lot more sheet. So what I do, you see that, Pauline? I actually just tie a big knot. So this is in the top sheet, and when I make it, I just tie a knot in it. And what that does is it actually keeps it all really nicely in place. Look at that, just tie. Maybe not the best thing for your sheets, but it hasn't done any damage to ours. And then you can tuck that under there like that, and it just helps to keep the sheet in place without it going everywhere. I also like to tuck up the end of the doona cover. Again, just helps to keep it in place, stops it dragging on the ground. Okay, so that's one tip. I'm going to take you down and show you Jasper's bed shortly as well, because he's got some really great sheets on his bed. This is something that I'm really excited about. Jasper and I bought these beautiful wall decals for Paul for Father's Day, and what's great about them is that they're actually printed on a fabric material, and you can pop them up on any wall and move them so they don't leave any marks on the wall. We didn't have many photos up in the van, and so I thought, well, what a beautiful way to pick some of our favorite photos from our experiences and pop them up on the wall, and we can add to it as well. So this is something that continues to grow with those memories that we're making. So I can't wait to pop these up on the walls shortly. Hey, here's another handy tip before we move down the other end of the caravan. This basket is amazing. We use it for just about everything. I put my laundry in it after I've done a wash to take it out and hang it on the line. It's our beach basket. I use it when I go grocery shopping. It holds so much in here. You can see we've got all of our Christmassy decorations and bits and bobs in here ready to jazz up the van. So having something like this that has lots of dual purposes is really, really awesome as well. And this was fairly inexpensive, and we've got it in Byron Bay actually. Love this basket. Okay, whiteboard. We work from the van. We run a couple of different businesses from the van, and so we constantly need to be writing notes about our schedule or things that we need to remember, shopping lists, anything like that. I found this awesome roll of adhesive whiteboard. So I'm going to actually put this up in a couple of spots, and this was just from Officeworks. Jasper and I picked this up in Rocky. I'm thinking either on the freezer, or there also is a space on the back wall where the dining room is that this would be perfect for, and it means that we've got lists and they're visible, and Paul's no longer saying to me, oh, what was that thing that we needed to do? Righto, should we head this way? Okay, come down here. While we're talking linen, anybody who has made a caravan bunk bed will be with me on this one. It is super hard, frustrating, funny. It takes way too long. I have found these beautiful, beautiful sheets, and we'll put the details up in the description of the episode, but they're from Ergo Pouch Australia, and they're actually a bassinet or a cot sheet that is super stretch. So they can stretch from a bassinet or a cot size mattress right up to a single bed mattress, which is pretty amazing. They are cotton bamboo, so they're just beautiful and so easy to put on the bunk mattress. We don't work with those guys at all. We don't get any kickback from it. We just really love this, and if you've got a bunk, you need to have something easy on there. So that was super cool. All right, storage hack time. Here we go, Jasper's wardrobe. So he's got heaps of space in here. We also have our linen stored in here too. The problem is that whenever we tow the caravan and it starts moving, his clothes just go everywhere. So I was sick of just folding them up into nice, neat little piles. So look, I just picked up these, again, just linen storage baskets. They were from the Reject Shop, I think. Couple of bucks each, and I jagged it so that I can fit a couple of them in there, and I'm just going to fold up his clothes and pop them in there to keep them nice and tidy when we move the caravan around. So that again is another good little storage hack. You can't go wrong with storage baskets for any of your cupboards in the caravan. I think it's time to decorate this caravan for Christmas. What do you think?
Yep, let's get Jasper. Where is he?
Playing next door.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe, and I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first
We're about to make some gingerbread. We're going to use these as gifts for our family, combined with our beautiful salt dough gift tags that we made up yesterday. Jasper, do you love gingerbread?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
How much?
So much.
Yeah, me too. Now we found a really simple recipe with only a handful of ingredients. So what we're going to put in is the brown sugar. We've got bicarb as well. We're actually going to substitute the golden syrup that most gingerbread recipes call for with maple syrup because we really love that. What else are we putting in there?
We are putting flour, butter, and ginger.
Flour, butter, and can't forget ginger. And we are actually going to be using ground ginger as well as a few drops of our beautiful ginger essential oil. And I'm thinking I might put a few drops of cinnamon in as well, just to give it that really lovely Christmassy flavour. Let's do it. Alrighty, ready for the fun bit?
Yes.
Okay, let's bring all of our ingredients together. So we've got some flour. So for full measurements and details on the recipe, head over onto our website. Okay, we're going to add in some ground ginger. Yum! And lastly, some bicarb soda. Awesome. Now Jasper, can you give that a little stir to mix in those dry ingredients? Yes. Now, because we love cooking with our essential oils and we love ginger, don't we? We are going to add in a few drops of our beautiful ginger essential oil and some cinnamon. Just a few, 1, 2, 3. I think that'll do it. And maybe 1 drop of cinnamon. What do you think?
Yep. It can go round and round while you... yeah, it's good.
It is good.
Already.
Okay, good mixing, Jasper. So now what we need to do is exactly what you've done. Just make a little bit of a well in the middle. And we're going to add our wet ingredients. So we have melted down some butter, some maple syrup, and our brown sugar. And with movie magic, we will add these into our dry ingredients now. All right, so we are combining our dry and wet ingredients. And what's going to happen, Jasper, is it's going to start to form a dough.
Yes.
A bit like what our salt dough did.
Yes.
Okay, now when that starts to get a dough consistency, we are going to get that over here.
Not on the table.
Not on the table.
Sticky.
No, it's on our plastic wrap. We need to put the dough in the fridge for at least half an hour
Give one
before we can cookie cut it. You don't want to overwork your dough, I've read. So you just want to get it into that nice ball-shaped consistency. Then we're going to wrap him up, pop him in the fridge for at least half an hour before we roll him out and then have fun cutting out the shapes, hey?
Here's the gingerbread.
Oh, mate, that looks very good. It's ready to eat? Just one big gingerbread, is it?
Well, we need a bake it.
Ah.
Should we roll it out and make some cookies?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
We're gonna make
Gingy. We're going to try and just roll it out as quick as we can and not meddle with it too much. Apparently gives you better end results. Okay. Alright. Now another little trick that I read is to try and place your cookie cutters close together. Be a bit strategic so that you're not having to rework the dough and roll it out again. So, I'll turn him over this way. We might only get a couple of these guys out of here, Jasper.
Okay, I think it's time to put it on the weather.
It sure is. Daddy's going to fire up the weather. I'm going to roll this out, see if we can get a few more cookies out of it, and we'll taste test soon.
Yeah.
Righto, moment of truth. Let's see what's happened under here. Gosh. They've gotten friendly.
look good.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit crispy.
Yeah.
That's all right.
They
Good
should
job.
harden up nicely and not too cooked. Yum! I can't wait to try them. Hey, maybe we should try them before Jasper gets back.
30-day cleanse challenge halfway through. Yes, week 2 has come and gone. I was tackling exercise this week, a program I've done before, which is low impact but using my body weight. Hasn't happened. Yeah, you can call me slacko, I hear you. I have been walking though, which is good, but I do know that I need to shift it up a gear if I'm actually going to really make a bigger dent, so to speak. I have shifted a very little bit of weight this week, about 700 grams. Brings my fortnight total to 3.1 kilos, which is great. I am happy with that. I have enjoyed better night's sleep. The food intake has been great. I've enjoyed my daily shake as well, but I do need to amp it up and get that exercise sorted. So stick with me. Next week I'll bring you an absolutely powered update that talks about the exercise I've enjoyed as well. For now, I hope you have a wonderful week. Thanks again for your support. See you next week. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles, and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family, and happy trails.
The fun part.
You've got some in your hair.
Kids and animals, they say. Okay. Should we hang some Christmas decorations?
Well, yes. We've got an
We do. On the shelf.
elfin shelf run.
Too close. What happened?
They got real friendly.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow, they look delicious. Look terrible. What happened to them? They got moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, but we can still break them in half.
We definitely can,
You can
mate.
still eat them, right?
Yeah.